Ashley says numerous times that they've been dating for a year. So
Mhm.
Ashley must think that we're fucking stupid. And she said on Love Hotel that she and Josh are just, whatever. Not
Right.
dating, not boyfriend, girlfriend. She has this fake breakup scene with him and makes it out as if he's basically not financially stable enough for her. This whole thing was completely fabricated, false, fake, made up, produced.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, it's Wendy from We Wine Whenever. I just wanted to put a little disclaimer to this episode of Real Housewives Potomac, Season 10, Episode number 10. When I was recording this last night and then listening to it this morning, I realized that I mixed up Salt Lake City's reunion with Potomac, which we were recapping Potomac, and my brain was on Salt Lake City. So anything I say about the reunion, I know that I made a mistake. And just know that it was about Salt Lake City, not Potomac. And when I said Stacey, I actually meant Brittany. Okay, sorry for the confusion. Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 10, Truths. Do you think the blunt is a reference to the cannabis? Because they're gummies, though.
I know.
Okay.
You are correct.
Wondered. Okay.
Nobody was rolling blunts other than with the oregano when they flash back to when they did that.
Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we start out with Gizelle is at the AMC dealership, and she's looking for an electric vehicle, and Wendy meets her there.
She doesn't really know why, and she tries to explain it, and all she can come up with is that the glaciers are melting. So she doesn't even know why she wants an electric vehicle. People are just telling her to get an electric vehicle, and that's the right thing to do, so she's going to do it.
Right.
Very smart, very well thought out, very intelligent.
Yes. Yes. And Wendy meets up with her there because she says that her lease is up soon, and she was thinking about getting a G-Wagon, and she doesn't want to pull a Stacey on her. So she's telling her in advance. She's like, but I won't get the same color as you. I'm like, okay.
That's the car I want. Although my niece had one and got rid of it because the gas was so ridiculous.
Maybe that's why she wants the electric.
Yeah. I always wanted one of those until my niece had one and got rid of it and told me why. I was like,
Honestly, I think who doesn't want a G-Wagon, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So Gizelle asked Wendy how she's feeling about Stacey these days, and Wendy said that she doesn't think Stacey's a bad person. And listen, I agree with her. I feel like Gizelle she just wants to bring her down, and she doesn't want to hear what Wendy has to say. Right? I think she's trying to influence Wendy's opinion of her.
She's 100% trying to influence Wendy. I mean, that relationship is very similar to Emily and Tamra. I think Gizelle and Wendy, like Gizelle wants Wendy to fall in line, but Wendy's not doing it. She's not falling for it like Emily did.
Yeah, I think that you're right. That you're right.
But I will say this. I am Team Stacey, and I do think Gizelle and Ashley are being extremely messy.
Mm-hmm.
But Stacey, girl, I mean, not a lot is adding up.
It's very true.
Not a lot is adding up. So I do understand where they're coming from. However, if Gizelle and Ashley were better housewives and really showing things about their life, I would have more respect for where they're coming from. They're not. I mean, we'll get to Ashley, but she's a fucking mess, Ashley. But we'll get there.
So did you see them take a test ride in that G-Wagon and the guy's face in the back seat when they were doing it?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. He looked terrified.
Terrified.
I'm surprised he did it, to be quite honest with you. But I guess he wanted his 15 minutes of fame too, so why not?
Yeah, but I mean, I was thinking about that. Do they let people take test drives without the salesman in the car now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
what am I saying? Eric and I just did. What am I saying?
Many times. Yeah, right? They let me take the car home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they do. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you don't need the salesperson in the car anymore,
I mean,
right?
I got a Honda. I wasn't shopping for a G-Wagon, so I don't know if it's
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah. I wouldn't have wanted him in the back seat, but whatever. But while they're doing the test drive, they're talking about, Monique being back and how they miss Karen and that they think that she needs to, get out, that she's been there long enough. Okay. Yeah. I thought so
odd
too.
opinion to have. 4 DUIs? That's an odd
Yeah,
opinion to have.
I agree. Next thing we see is Stacey and AJ, her BFF, and they're talking about her brand launch on June 19th. And then the next thing she says I thought was very odd, that she is the first Black woman in the state of Virginia to have a cannabis business.
Yeah.
Okay, but I could be wrong, but it seems to me, I guess, it seems to me like it's her name. Like she's got a partnership with a company. It is not her business. She doesn't own the product.
Right.
She's
So we
like a
find that
brand
out.
ambassador. Right. So
Yeah.
is she the first Black woman
Who
to have a brand
knows?
partnership in the state of
Right.
Virginia,
Like
right?
I don't know. I am getting to the point where it's like you got to question everything she says.
Right.
Well, we need
Yeah,
to fact check that. Is she the first? Well, I mean, that's got to be somewhere where we can find it. If
I
she's
would
the
think
first
so.
Black woman in the state of Virginia to own a cannabis product.
Business. She's calling it a business. Because then when she's later on when she's like sitting there and talking to the producer and she's like, this came about so quickly and I wanted to do this for, Arabella so that I'd have something and generational and pass the business down, and the producer's like, "Well, do you own the business?" And she's like, "Well, it's a partnership." And I'm like, "Wait,
I'm
what?"
very proud of the partnership I have. That's not answering the question.
She's such a politician. I swear she
Yeah,
is.
I
She
know.
really
I'm
is.
starting to lose it for her a little bit because of her inconsistencies.
Yeah. Yeah. So while
But
she's talking
however,
to
I
Asia,
still don't like the way Gizelle and Ashley are treating her.
I don't either. I don't either. And honestly, I'm still at this point, I'm still team Stacey because I like her better. Personally, I like
Yeah,
her better.
right.
I do.
For
I
sure.
just do.
She's more likable.
Yeah, she's talking to AJ about Tia, how Tia was trying to read her in the British way. I'm like, it's not really, I don't think it's a British thing. I think it's just because she had an accent.
Yeah, it's just how she talks.
Yeah, exactly. Then we see Tia at her real estate office, and she's talking, I guess, with her manager there about maybe next year she'll build a team because I guess, I don't know why,
It's
but I
getting to
guess
be
that's
too
the next
much.
step.
Well,
Yeah,
it's getting to be too much, and now she's a housewife. So,
she's got that name recognition. So this is the time to build a team, actually.
exactly. Exactly. And I don't think she's going anywhere. I think T is here to stay.
Oh, I don't think she's going anywhere either. She's
I
not
don't
going
know if
anywhere
we're going to
either.
see Kay and Angel again, but I think we'll definitely see Tia.
Yeah, I think Tia's here for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
She also tells us that her dad had shitloads of money and she went to school with Sting's daughter and Boy George lived next door.
Wonder if she knows PCAT.
Probably not. Because I think she's so much young. Oh, but maybe.
Wonder if she knows
I know,
PCAT.
maybe she does. Maybe she does.
Could be the crossover we never saw coming.
So what we're going to have to do, Tia, has she already been on Watch What Happens Live?
I think she has been on. I think she was just recently on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, darn it. You know what? And the reunion questions, they already filmed the reunion. I don't know if I told
No.
you, but I sent a reunion question to Andy for Rewind Whenever that I wanted to know what Stacey's other 5 horrible things that happened in her life were.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
hopefully, I hope he asks it. I hope he asks it.
I hope so too. That would be amazing.
Yes, that would be amazing. So then Tia calls Stacey about the invitation and that she would like to talk to her, that she wants to support her, but she wants to talk to her before she goes to the event because they had that little tip last time they were together. And she says at Gizelle's event, she's like, yeah, okay, that's something that we're going to do. But I guess she doesn't do it because she decides to do it at the actual event.
Yeah, which made no sense.
No, it didn't. Next we see, then we see Ashley and Josh are at the arcade.
I have a huge problem with this scene.
Okay.
Ashley says numerous times that they've been dating for a year. So Ashley must think that we're fucking stupid and forget the fact that she was on Love Hotel in the middle of quote unquote dating Josh. And she said on Love Hotel that she and Josh are just, whatever. Not
Right.
dating, not boyfriend,
Right.
girlfriend. But she
Right.
has this fake breakup scene with him and makes it out as if he's basically not financially stable enough for her. This whole thing was completely fabricated, false, fake, made up, produced. They weren't boyfriend, girlfriend. She even said it earlier in the
Well,
season.
she didn't say that they were dating. She said that she
said
met him a
multiple
year
times
ago.
they were dating. No, she
We
said, I'm
met.
telling you, numerous times she said they've been dating for a year. Because I made sure of it because I was like, this is ridiculous and it's a fake breakup scene. And here's the thing, you're calling Stacey out on lying. You're doing it right in front of us right now.
So, but this, I just trying to get the timeline right. This was after she went to Love Hotel, right? They filmed this after she went to Love Hotel?
Yes, and she met him before
Before.
Love Hotel.
No, I know. But when she went to Love Hotel, she said that he wasn't happy that she was going to do this and that they didn't have a label to their relationship.
But now you're saying you've been dating for a year. You've been dating for a year so seriously enough to know that it's been a year and we're not there yet. Of course you're not there yet. You went to Love Hotel. You were sucking face with a bunch of different guys.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's a fake breakup.
I didn't like that she blindsided him like that. Like,
I don't
he
think she
didn't see it
blindsided
coming.
him. I think he knew exactly what was going to happen.
But you do?
Oh, yeah. It was totally fake.
Okay. You think so? Because when Andy saw it on Watch What Happens Live, he thought that Josh got blindsided.
Andy is not going to say it's a fake storyline. Andy
Right.
can't admit that any of this is fake. It would put him out of business.
This is true. I mean, he actually was even saying to, all right, we'll get there. All right. So listen, I didn't see it as fake. I did it. I felt like, oh my gosh, poor Josh is getting blindsided.
But just the fact that she said, we've been dating for a year. She said it over and over again. It's like, but we saw you on Love Hotel hooking up with other people. You can't say you were seriously dating somebody when you filmed a TV show hooking up with other people.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we're not stupid. We're not the smartest people in the world. I'll be the first to admit, but we're not that dumb.
Yeah. So do you think we're not going to see him anymore? Do you think, or he may come back in again? What do you
probably
think?
Come back. I guess it depends on if he wants to be on camera or not.
Or if she needs a date for something that she wants to bring him to. I mean,
yeah,
he did go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner with her.
I know.
Like, that's a
and
big
even
deal.
in that episode, she said she just kind of calls him when she wants a booty call. Remember?
Yeah.
These are words that came out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And then she says they've been dating for a year. And then, I mean, the whole finances thing, like.
He said that she doesn't even know what his finances are, which I agree. I mean, how does she know? Did he sit down and go over it with her?
I doubt it.
I forget what he does. Do you remember what he does?
No clue.
I have no clue either. I don't even care, to be honest with you.
Care either. Because he's just she's probably paying him like Stacey was paying TJ.
Next, we see the Gizelle and Monique meet up and talk. Listen, this was a sit down that actually needed to happen. And I'll be honest with you, when I was watching it, because they cut to the shot in 2018 when she was arguing with Candace and the whole big explosion happened, I felt like Monique was taking so much accountability.
Too much accountability.
And I felt like Gizelle was not, but it seems like they were good with it. Well, did you watch What Happens Live? So she was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy said, I loved seeing you and Gizelle sit down. She goes, but he said, but I really wish, she goes, Andy said to Monique, you took a lot of accountability. Monique goes, I wish you guys showed more because so did Gizelle. She goes, there was so much more to this conversation. Gizelle took a lot of accountability. We laughed. We talked for a long time, and it was a good conversation. And Andy's like, oh, well, we didn't show that. No kidding, you didn't show that.
Right.
So he seemed surprised that Gizelle took accountability, because that was the first thing I wrote down when I was writing, this whole conversation. I was like, I can't believe. Listen, I give Monique a lot of credit. I feel like she really was sincere in everything that she said. And I felt that Gizelle was standoffish when this conversation was happening. I just didn't see her engaging with her the way that Monique was kind of opening up to her and admitting where she went wrong and what she did wrong. I didn't see the Gizelle side of it. And Monique says it had happened,
Well, if
which
Monique said
aggravates
it, I
me.
believe her. But
Oh, I believe her
when
too.
Monique said, "I had to sit back and think, why was I mad at her?" Well, let me remind you, Monique, because she said your third child wasn't your husband's. That's why. Gizelle said that your trainer was your third child's father and not your husband's. That's some fucking Teresa Giudice bullshit. And I would never forgive somebody for saying that about my kid. That's crazy. So I hope to God that in that sit down, what wasn't shown was Gizelle apologizing for making that whack ass statement. Because that's a
Yeah.
horrible, horrible thing to say, especially about your own brother's kid. But, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, I was actually like when I was watching it, I was like, I cannot believe like she's letting Gizelle off that easy. I just can't believe it. Like this is ridiculous. But okay,
Yeah.
this is her, this is her fight. And then as soon as it came out on Watch What Happens Live, I was like, this aggravates me that you produced it this way. You produced it this way.
Yes.
Because Andy didn't even know. Andy did not know.
Well, so yeah, so that's a really valid point because we are seeing a certain side of Gizelle this season. I mean, we've seen it before, obviously, but we're seeing a lot of her and Ashley coming at Stacey, right? Coming at Stacey, but Stacey
Right.
is lying about certain things, and her,
Right.
so they're, I'm sure, seeing a lot more than what we're seeing. And here was a situation where they could have showed more of Gizelle being softer and more sensitive and apologetic, and they're not showing it. So it's interesting you say that because you're right. This is how they're choosing to produce her.
Yeah. I don't like it. And honestly, if I was Gizelle, I would be pissed.
Yeah, well, we'll see at the reunion because I'm sure she'll have an opinion about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So and also she said on Watch What Happens Live, the only person that she's actually kept in touch with after she left was Ashley. So that whole scene when Ashley, like she had been in touch with Ashley, she blocked everybody else. So
Wow.
remember I said I thought there's no way her and Ashley were still talking. She actually was still in contact with Ashley. So I was like, all right, I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah.
That was a long, back and forth with the two of them, but I'm glad that I, watch What Happens Live and
So
got the
she
real
still
story.
seems okay with Gizelle now.
Yes, she's okay. She said they're good. They're good. They're good. So they end it with, in the future, if we're going to talk mean, like, and we're going to talk trash to each other, we're going to like say it to each other's face, like, and talk about it first. And then, we're not going to do it in our confessionals, which actually I do think is a good rule of thumb.
100%.
If they show it to us, they show
Right.
it to us, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. The next scene we see is Greg is ring shopping with Kiarna's mom, and then Angel shows up. Okay. What were your thoughts about this?
I I don't even know. I mean, first of all, what does Greg do that he's putting 180K on her finger? What does Greg do is what I want to know. I felt bad for him when he was like, all right, let me talk to, and they were like, you don't have to talk to her. Like the mother was like, you don't have to talk to her. I'm sorry, but know your place, honey. This is not your ring. It's for your daughter. Like, back off.
Yeah, I thought the whole situation was weird, especially since the last time we saw Kiarna and her mom, and she said that her mom was like, no, like, you're not moving in. Like, wait, all of a sudden, and then you're saying, Michelle's saying to him, oh, you're going to buy the condo as a wedding present?
So probably Kay's mom was like, you're not moving in with him unless he puts a ring on your finger. So that's probably why she was like, I'm going to make damn sure I'm at that jewelry store and he doesn't leave without a ring. That's probably what it comes down to. But he wasn't buying a ring that day. You could see he was not buying it.
No, I don't think he was going to buy it on camera, to be quite honest with you.
No.
I mean, who would?
And good for him for not.
Yeah.
I don't know why Angel had to be there, quite honestly. I mean, did they just not want to film with just Greg and the mother? I would have appreciated the scene more without Angel in it, quite honestly.
I guess because Angel's a housewife and they have been friends for a long time. They go way back.
Yeah.
I don't know. The next thing we see is Ashley shopping with her sister Jessica, her younger sister. And now we do find out for a fact that Jessica's father is the mom's partner. She doesn't ever refer to him as a husband, but he is
No,
the
she
one that's
doesn't. Right.
he's the one who's the alcoholic. That was a tough scene to watch.
I agree. I
It was
always
tough.
feel bad. And listen, I give Ashley credit for sharing a truthful part of her life because I don't think we get that much.
Mhm.
But now you're putting this guy on blast and
Yeah.
you're sharing his personal information, addiction with the world. I mean, I can't imagine he's too happy about it. Now you got his other daughter on basically saying that, her childhood wasn't desirable
Right.
because of his addiction. Like, I don't know. I feel like that might be a line that's being crossed. But again, I give Ashley credit for sharing her real life because I don't think we get that much.
Right. No, I agree. I agree.
Like, she actually said she might not go home from college to visit, right? Because,
She said she's not going to. She's
yeah,
not
she's
going
got no
to.
interest in seeing them, which is
And I
like,
don't listen. If it's been that way her whole life growing up, like this is her chance to get away from it. And why would she want to go back to it? I wouldn't
totally
either.
agree. Nope, I wouldn't either.
And Ashley said that she's going to be there for her 100%. And I believe that she will be,
I do
even if
too.
it's, financially. And that is why I guess, like she did say, even when she was breaking up with Josh, like to us, that Michael always took care of her mom. And we know that. Like, she has a big financial responsibility with her family. It's not just for her and her sons. She takes care of her mom. I believe she probably takes care of Uncle Lump too. And Uncle Lump was there for her. She said that when
But I
she
mean,
was growing
you're
up.
going to look for a man that's going to take care of your family? Like,
She said
that's
if she's not around, like,
what guy's
I
going
don't
to
know.
agree to that?
Well, Michael certainly did.
Yeah, well, he probably got roped into it somehow. I'm sure he wasn't like, "Yeah, sign me up," you know?
Listen, I bet you there's other or women. You know what? She said man or woman. She's not.
Hey, by the way, we haven't even talked about this, but Portia has a full-on girlfriend.
Yes, yes.
I didn't see that coming.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me, but I'm like, "Oh, okay." I mean, and they're filming, so we're gonna see it.
Oh, yeah, we are. We are going to see it. So the next thing we see is Wendy and Eddie are going to a pop-up event for Happy Eddie. He has just created a new strain called the Nutty Professor after Wendy, and he said that is why the THC in that one is higher because she needs to relax, which I thought was very apropos.
I like it. I like it. How about Stacey not inviting Wendy to her event? I mean, because listen, at first, I was like, why? Like, I thought it was like a luncheon at a restaurant. I'm like, all right, that's a little ridiculous. Then I'm like, all right, maybe it's at the lab where they're creating it, and she doesn't. Even still, what is Wendy, a chemist? She's gonna take your recipe?
Right.
Like, none of it made sense that she didn't invite Wendy, especially because she ripped Eddie off, and Wendy's letting her slide for it.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me either. It did not. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
But again, Wendy doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
she is unbothered. She is unbothered.
So I didn't look it up, but Stacey's doing her event, her launch at the dispensary. And I love the pink. I love the pale pink.
Yes.
I don't know how that translates with cannabis. I just like that aesthetic. It said that hers are rosin infused chews. What is rosin? Is that a kind of cannabis? I don't know.
I might have to consult an expert in the house
Maybe we should Google it.
and get back to you.
She said she has a business partnership with Jushi, Jushi, and that is the company that we met that Dr. Carmen Cotto, who is the director of operations for when we saw Stacey a couple weeks prior, like putting the stuff in the vat.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like she got this brand up and running in 95 days.
That's
Okay.
insane.
Totally
She slapped
insane.
her name on something.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Like I said,
Mhm.
it's more of she's calling it a business partnership, but I think it's a brand part. I think that's called a brand partnership, right? Like she's putting her
Yes.
name on it. She's branding it. I don't know. Listen, they only have two flavors. One is Rise and one is Rest. So I guess the one is makes you sleepy and the other one makes you happy,
Gives you energy, yeah.
right? Meanwhile, over at Eddie's pop-up, Wendy's looking at the screen and he has 20 plus products. So she better get working
Yeah, for sure.
because she only has 2.
You behind, girl.
Yeah. So Jassy comes and so does Tia, and Ashley's going to be there. Gizelle said she didn't want to go, and Angel and Kiarna can't make it either, but we don't know why they can't make it, which is fine. Who cares?
Well, I think Kiarna said, like, no, no, thank you, or something
Okay.
like that. Snarky.
Yeah. And then
But
she
listen,
explains it.
I'll tell you what. I don't think we saw. Did we see Kiarna at all this episode? Other than that,
Oh, probably not.
I didn't miss her.
No. No.
And I didn't miss Angel. And like I said, I would have appreciated that scene without Angel. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that.
Yep.
How about Stacey wearing the same damn denim dress that Ashley wore last week?
That is so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? Like, seriously, I might get a little worried now.
But
if
you
I
don't
was in this
think-
friend group.
Do you really think she knew that Ashley wore that dress? How would she know?
Where did Ashley wear it to? She didn't wear it around the group?
No, they just showed a picture of her walking down the
They
street.
did just show
we
a picture
didn't
of her
see-
walking down the street.
we di-
Okay, so maybe
we-
she didn't, but damn. How many boutiques are in Potomac, for crying out loud? Branch out, people. Amazon.
I will say this, because then they flash back to that other dress that Ashley wore. But Vivian did her dirty on that. Like,
For
Vivian
sure.
did that. Vivian, like, totally threw Stacey under the bus with that one. I will
Yes.
say this. They're probably wearing the exact same size. They both have very good figures for these dresses
Yes,
that they're wearing.
yes.
But because Stacey is so tall, I feel like they look better on Stacey.
Definitely. And
Not
I
that-
think it's because of her height.
Yes, it is definitely because of her height, because she's very statuesque. And I think that, they just look better on her. And I think that maybe Ashley's like giving a little dig, like, because she does see that it looks better on Stacey. And the fact that Stacey is in her 50s and
She
looks as
is?
good. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yes.
I had
The
no
fact-
idea.
Yeah. Wait, I'm going to look it up right now. How old is Stacey Rush?
Wow. She looks amazing.
She does. And I think that that's one of the things that really bothers Ashley and Gizelle.
It definitely bothers Gizelle. It definitely
How
bothers
old
Gizelle.
is Stacey? 50. She's 50 years old. She was born in 1975. Yep. So, you know what? I think that, I don't know.
Listen, she looks amazing. God bless her.
I think she does. It looks all, with the exception of her boobs, it looks all real. Like, it doesn't look like she's had work done.
No, I think
I just looked up what rosin is. I have to look at, is it a THC? Because it's telling me all these things.
I thought maybe it was like a flavor, like a rose, and that would explain the light pink.
It's a cannabis concentrate. Cannabis rosin concentrate is a type of cannabis extract that has gained popularity among cannabis enthusiasts in recent years. It is high in THC and terpenes, so that's what it is. Okay, just learned something new. So Tia gets there and she asks where Timo is, and of course she said he's traveling, as he always is.
How about when Tia asked where Wendy was and Stacey said she couldn't make it? Did you catch that?
Yes, I did catch that. I was
So
like,
again, this is when I was like,
yeah,
okay. All right. Yes, she could have made it. You told her not to come.
exactly.
So there's something there. There's something there for sure.
There is something there. There is something there. And Wendy brings up the whole weed rolling party that she had where they used the oregano. That was so funny. And I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that. I was so
I
glad
totally
she brought
forgot
that up.
about it, too. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was funny too, because when Ashley showed up wearing that dress and she called out Stacey on wearing the same dress, I thought Ashley's dress was like the same color as the cannabis line, like that light peachy pinky color. I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
she's matching the line.
Yeah. Better than Stacey was.
Exactly.
Well, maybe Stacey will wear that dress next week.
Yeah, probably.
Just pack it up and send it to her, Ashley. You know she's going to be
There
wearing
you
it.
go. So let's see. Stacey says that she wants to talk to Ashley in private.
This
I don't
was
know
an
why-
odd time to do what she did.
I don't know why she would do this. I really
neither.
don't.
Me neither. Very strange.
Yeah, so she pulls her aside and they have the whole conversation. And they were loud in the middle of the store. Like, it was ridiculous.
And it's not like it was just Stacey's event. Like, there were other businesses there. Why would you do that?
I know. I thought it was weird.
Yeah, it was
And
very weird.
listen, Ashley was there supporting her. Like, if you want to have this conversation with her, this is not the place to be doing it. And even the other women felt uncomfortable. They're like, and the look on her friend AJ's face was like, he looked like
Yeah,
he wanted to get the hell out of there. He was not
agreed.
happy. He was
Yep.
not happy. So they do get past it. I mean, after they go back and forth for a while and, lying ass hoe. I don't know how many times Ashley called her a lying ass hoe.
Yeah, so Ashley's like, "Stop lying," and Stacey's like, "Stop hazing." And they just keep saying that to each other over and over again.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, how
Yeah,
old
like
are we?
exactly. Like, is this middle school?
No more lies, no more negativity. And they're like going back and forth. Oh, so stupid.
And then Ashley has the balls to say, "I have been authentic for 10 years." No, you haven't. Maybe the first 3 or 4. Because I do think Ashley was authentic when she first came on, although, well, no, I do. I do. I mean, she kind of put it all out there with her marriage with Michael and what it
Oh, yeah.
was, and that they had threesomes and they were very open, and yeah, I'll give it to her. But not recently. You are not being authentic. You just fake broke up with somebody on camera. That's not
Yeah.
authentic.
So after she gets through that with Ashley, then they go like in the back. I guess there's a separate area where they have like snacks and stuff. And then Stacey says that she wants to talk to Tia. I'm like, thought that no, like, what are you doing?
It's interesting. I wonder if that's why she didn't want Wendy there for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe this is why she didn't want Wendy there, because she was going to confront these two.
Well, I mean, I could see about the Tia thing because she said that the problem with going to dinner was not about going to dinner with you. It was about going to dinner with Wendy and Eddie
Right.
because what Timo saw of them was at the reunion with TJ. And listen, that's what they saw because that's what happened.
Right.
That's what
right.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that, first of all, we've said how many times how Stacey's so calm, cool, and collected. And she just went from 0 to 100. Like,
That was a different side of her. Which I don't mind. Like to see a reaction, It's nice to see her unbothered when it comes to Gizelle and Ashley, in my opinion, because I think that they're just being messy. But it's nice to see a reaction, but when it applies, this was a weird situation for her to be so reactive
mm-hmm.
at her own event. Like, normally it's like, "Listen, ladies, I'm having this event. It's very important for my business. Please don't be dramatic." Like, she did it to
Yeah.
herself at her own event.
I mean, the fact that I felt like she was really coming for Tia.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, unless she just felt like she's sick of everyone coming for her and she was the easy prey because she's new to the group. And because that's what she went on. She said, I think your attempt to want to be in a group and you try to play catch up, but you kind of overstep. Like, she was going after that fact.
Right. And
Really,
she
her
came
beef.
in as Giselle's friend, and Stacey knows
Right.
what Giselle's been doing to her. So,
Right.
that could be it too.
Right. I don't know. I just thought she went in very hard for Tia.
How about when Tia said, because she said something about her being prim and proper, and Tia said, "I don't have to play prim and proper Detroit."
Oh, I didn't hear her say Detroit. She
Yeah.
said Detroit?
Yeah, she called Stacey Detroit. "I don't have to play prim and proper Detroit." I was like, "Oh,
Oh, I
damn."
missed that. I missed that.
Yeah.
Listen, I like
Yeah,
Tia.
man.
I do. I do.
I do too.
And she told her that Stacey says to Tia, you try too hard, just like your fashion. Get your ass up out of my seat. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
now she's going after her fashion? Okay.
I mean, listen, maybe Stacey's just coming so hard at Tia just to cause something else, so it takes the heat off of what the other stuff they're looking at. The ladies are looking at, calling her out on being a liar about, She doesn't want to be questioned about Timo. I mean,
No.
it's suspect. It's very suspect, and it's awkward. Their interactions are awkward, but I do always think like maybe this guy's just not comfortable on camera. And I get that.
Well, I mean, especially since last season he wasn't on camera.
Right.
And they were divorced. They are divorced. And she did hire someone to be her love interest. So there's a lot of mess going on here.
Exactly.
I wouldn't
Yes.
want to be. And by the way, I looked him up. He's like a big player in Audi. Like he's a big executive in Audi. And she is, yes. She is part of like the Audi royalty family. Like they like Stacey. Audi likes Stacey. I read this whole article about like Stacey and Audi, and he's been with the company for a long time. And then I noticed on this episode, she drives up in an Audi. That's all she drives. That's their brand. He's
That's
a bigwig.
hysterical.
Yeah. So listen, they say any publicity is good publicity, but I don't know. You know? I don't know.
This is really
Don't
putting
know.
it to the test.
Yeah.
Listen, I just wish that there weren't so many like when Tia said, "Where's Wendy?" and she said she couldn't make it. I was like, "You didn't invite her." Like right there. She could have been like, "Well, I just felt like it was a little bit of a conflict," and Wendy totally understood, so we're good. That's all she had to say.
Right.
It's weird. It's just the whole thing's weird. But listen, again, I don't subscribe to what Gizelle and Ashley are doing either. So like you, I am still Team Stacey. She needs to get her shit together and stop having so many inconsistencies. But,
Yeah.
I'm still on her side.
I am too. And I'm very curious to see what happens at the reunion, especially with Wendy and Stacey, because when the whole thing went down with the indictment, Stacey still was standing by Wendy's side, whereas Gizelle and Ashley were not. So
No, Gizelle was talking about it on her podcast. Ashley was saying Zen Wen is in the pen. Like,
yeah.
Terrible.
And so we saw the reunion looks, right? I posted it on our page, but I guess Karen's not going to be at the reunion. So I guess the only thing we're going to get from Karen is her sit down, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's why she's not at the reunion. And listen, I have a feeling that this is part of the reason that Andy feels the way he does about Jen Shah. Remember, he asked her to do a sit down and she said no. Andy asked her before she went to trial, before she pled guilty.
Yeah.
He asked her for that and she said no. And that's when she got kicked out of BravoCon.
Well, listen, she shouldn't have done the sit down before she went.
She couldn't do it.
Right. Exactly.
Like, she was legally.
Right.
Like,
She couldn't do it. Exactly. That's why I say, like, I think he's foolish for drawing this hard line in the sand, because really what he should do is he should have a sit down with her and ask her all the questions you wanted to ask her, give her a chance to answer. Like, let's hear her side. Like, why not do that? That's what you're doing with Karen. I don't know.
I agree.
That was it. Because then I told you everything I got from Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
About Monique and her staying in touch with Ashley, and that Andy didn't know that it was edited the way it was.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Me
It's
too.
his show.
Right.
All right. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.